afternoon, guys. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What is Kevin up to? Kevin has been cutting the hedge. I left it a bit, and although it's rainy season, it hasn't rained that much, but I kind of didn't keep an eye on, and it got out of control a little bit. Over here is okay. Coming down here is okay. Under the trees okay. But just here, wet goes crazy. It grows high and fat, fast. So there's a big old bulge on here, so I trimmed it all back. I had to trim it back a little bit more because the mango tree is going crazy. It's getting really big this year. It sort of sat around two-thirds of this forever, but this year is going crazy. So when it gets big, it'll go up over top of the hedge. I'm not sure why it grows so fast there. Obviously the right nutrients. It just goes crazy there. But over here, everywhere, it's all the same. It gets a little bit wide and tries to go a little bit high, so I can keep it under control. But I didn't notice, and I didn't keep an eye on that because behind the mango tree from the house, and it got a little bit out of control. The banana trees have been doing pretty good, but the wind has got them. On the other side, where the wind really got them, it takes the top off. So this, I don't know what that tree is over here. It just grew by itself. And it survived a couple waterings from the floods in the winter, rainy season, but I don't know if we're going to have that this year. Didn't get much rain yet. River's really slow for rainy season. Normally it's up high by this time. So just here, I planted a couple of the trees that grow with low water, just for shade and stop the noise. But what's happened is this guy started growing all by himself. The light green leaf, that's the one with the pink flower, and they grow crazy big. So I'm gonna let him grow so he can hold the bank together and produce lots of shade on the bank. I like this. I haven't finished the top yet, but the sides are nice. And I cut all the way down to the bulge. Somehow I'm going to have to cut that back somehow. So I got that bit done, and I've been up in here trimming some of these trees back, or branches back, off the top of the hedge, because this, what is it called? Forgot the name of it now. What is it called? Tamarind tree is growing up underneath this one. The one on top is the yellow tree, the one with the yellow flowers, and it wouldn't do anything for forever when I got here. Just sat there looking sad for itself, and I know probably because they kept putting poison on the soil, and it killed everything in the soil. Well, I haven't put poison down, and I've been here for 4 years, so it's coming back, which is nice. And this year I had some really nice yellow flowers, so hopefully next year I'll be a bit more established. So the tamarind trees were planted by the guy who was here before, and they're actually right on the property line. So I don't want to take them out, and then maybe they'll produce some fruit one day. They do produce some, but on the smaller side, maybe because it's too hot here. You seen the ones from the ones from the mountains are like, whew, twice the size of your thumb, and very tasty. So that's looking better. Very happy here. I let these trees grow here. They're kind of like Thai people don't really like them. They always cut them down, but they cut everything down. So I told people, leave them alone. And the reason I leave them alone is the two reasons. One, they hold the road together. Two, they produce shade. And three, when the wind comes from the southwest at crazy knots, that helps to stop the wind from wrecking my garden. So just sitting outside here, cooling off, I thought I'll talk to you guys, and then walking around the garden in the sun a little bit, I'm boiling up again. So I'll cool down and then go in the house and have a shower and chill out for a little while. It's getting a bit late in the afternoon and I still haven't had lunch. But I got a lot of the garden done, so I'm happy. So what has Kevin been doing? Where has he been? Well, you know, I've been up in the mountains, and I did that video the other day about the cloud formations, and I love that sort of stuff. Beautiful. The cake lady just went by and beeped her horn outside the gate, so I guess she'll come by and stop on her way back down. At first she was very reserved, would hardly talk at all, but now she just laughs and jokes a little bit like I used to do. You know, I do with her. So, you know, she comes, I always say thank you. I guess, you know, because I don't speak Thai well and she don't speak English well. But I mean, what do you need to know? She shows me the cake, I said, Nung, and I give her 20 baht. Keep it simple, right? Don't need to talk, just give me the cake. Cake or your life. Yes, I went up there, I took lots of video and stuff, and but I found a website. Initially I found, I heard about Blackbox, and but you know, I don't really like Blackbox. It's like Unix based. It's like a 50 years out of date. Well, maybe not 50, maybe like 10 years out of date. You gotta wait. I had to wait 4 days to have one video approved. I'm like, come on, this is not professional. And then I subscribed to a guy who about photography, and he has an outfit he works with, and you can put pictures, video, sound. You can even do After Effects, so you can do some kind of arty stuff and post that on there too. He's got one video clip of a drone hovering at about 3 feet, 1 meter, and then it goes up slowly for 12 seconds, and it's online for $179. That's like over 100 pounds. I'm like, huh? It's ridiculous. But he said he worked in the hospital in America, and now he's making more money on this than he was when he worked in the hospital, and he's free every day to go do photography. I'm like, okay. So I looked at it, and I like it a lot. It's a lot cleaner. It looks professional. It's fresh, you know, not black and white. So I'm going to start putting all my pictures and stuff like that on there. See how that goes. Yeah, yesterday I did a video about the budgies again, just to let you know how they were doing. And they're doing crazy good. You know, they're very healthy. There's a grass that grows over in the woods, and I give that to them like once or twice a day with their normal food and clean water every day, and they have their bird bath, and they're very happy. You know, if I put more nesting boxes in there, there would be too many birds. I had to take some of them out actually, because there's just too many. You know, they're producing too many for the size of the aviary. And I put 6 in there at the beginning, and I thought, oh, that'll be good forever. Wrong. So I was looking at, you know, you heard me talk about a new aviary before and what to build it out of, but I'm like, I got a couple of different ideas. So, but I don't want to do anything until August when I renew my visa. Once I got that under my belt, I'll go ahead and, I mean, I could just make a big rectangle one, just long rectangle one, and they can just fly around. But I'd like to make something that looks a little bit nice, you know. So, I mean, I don't think they care as long as they can fly. But I'll start that. I think I'm going to start at end of August. I don't want to do it until my visa's done again. So, you know, I had a really good time on up in the mountains. The air was fresh, no sweating. One morning I put a pair of trousers on for the first time in a couple of years, and it wasn't that cold. I could have just kept shorts on, but I did put a windproof jacket on when I sat out on the balcony recording, but by sort of 10 o'clock it was warm enough to just, you know, normal shorts and shirt like I always wear. But I didn't sweat, and I stayed up on the mountain for like 2 days. I didn't even come down. I just looked around the village, and I really enjoyed going into the village where the Hmong people live, the village people, and or village, mountain village, tribe people, whatever you want to call them. Friendly, reminded me so much of Nepal, and I think I'd like to go back and try to get more of their culture stuff, you know. It's really cool. I love it. Okay guys, well, I'm going to go in and have a shower and find some lunch and sign off. So look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. Stay safe. Look after yourselves, guys. Good night.